Nice. Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
how are you doing?
I'm good.
Very good.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're on, so and we're recording, so we're good.
Well, are we on in capital letters or are we on in like mini letters like the last time?
Oh no, we're on full. We're on big letters. This is the real deal.
This is the real deal.
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Yes? Okay. All right.
Of
So
course.
what's up? What's
I
happening?
just I wanted to bring you back because the we had such a good time.
Well, the last time I had my daughter here, she did come
Right.
back. So I
Okay.
want to introduce this is my child, my rock. I said that you should never go anywhere without a guru. You should also never go anywhere without a rock.
Exactly.
Okay, absolutely. So, what shall we talk about?
Well, where'd you get started? You're in Philly.
And where did I get started? I
Yeah.
I well, I lived in Philly uh, since '54 when I got married. I'm originally from Pittsburgh. I have lived here and had a family here and been involved over the years in what's really my true love, show business, on one level or another. I don't know whether that's how you found me, but I'll let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
When I was born 94 and a half years ago, the doctor spanked me. I'm sorry, Sean. I thought he was applauding. And
Nice.
this is the story, the story of my life in a
Yeah.
nutshell. I'm still convinced I should have followed Ethel Merman, and you're probably thinking, who the hell is Ethel Merman?
No, she's
But I
she's
probably,
great.
when I saw Gypsy for the first time, and my husband and I were in the uh, in the orchestra area. Mama Rose enters from the back of the theater, and she's yelling, "Sing out, Louise!" And she walks down the aisle. It was all my husband could do to keep me in my seat and not follow Ethel onto the stage.
Yeah.
So it's in my DNA somehow. And,
Nice.
I don't know whether you found me because it was a big deal to a bunch of people that I started stand up at the age of how old was I? 81. 81. It
Yeah.
was not a big
I
deal.
saw that. I saw you on Facebook because you were in my algorithm for comedians. And
Oh, good.
and what I first noticed was your hair and I was like, "Oh, wow, nice." And then I looked at your profile and I was like, "Oh my goodness. I bet this person has a lot to say and a story to tell." So, you do.
I'm glad you found me.
Me too.
It's good to connect.
Yeah.
Um, and I always connected to the business of show, but, after my husband passed away, um, I didn't really know what to do with myself, and I'm not like a clubby lady, and, I'm not one for cruises, I don't know how to swim, and I was volunteering one day at a resource here in Philadelphia called Siloam, which is
Mhm.
a resource for AIDS and HIV people. And
Oh, okay.
this gentleman, Dan Mangini, um, and I were stuffing envelopes, and he said, "You're funny. Why don't you go and see my friend um, Alejandro, who was doing stand-up shows that summer?" So I did. I didn't really think, anything about it, but it turned out to be a big deal to a lot of people. And the club where I went initially was one of um, Philadelphia's premier gay clubs. And
Nice.
they supported me, and their support was such a strength and energy, and it just took off. And I was just about to I was performing New Jersey, New York. I have a documentary out, which you may have seen on my, um I don't know, are we gonna be censored? I don't think so,
No,
or you wouldn't have had
no.
me
Yeah,
on my
no
Facebook
censorship.
page. It's my documentary called Still Standing,
Yeah.
which, we had 60 almost 65,000 views. The New Yorker now owns it, but you can
Um,
YouTube it. Anyway,
okay.
I was off and running and waiting for an audition with AGT, and life said, "Uh-uh, we have other plans for you," which included an eye stroke, I'm now legally blind, and some
Oh,
other medical shit that has
mhm.
slowed me down. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad you found me, and, I'm slowed down, but I'm not stopped.
Right,
So
it'll
that's
sound
kind of
stop.
Mhm. No, no, no stopping.
There
That's not enough. Right, Ben?
there's
Right. We talk about
there's
this.
there's so many different platforms and ways for you to continue getting out there and entertaining people. I'm sure it takes, getting used to. I'm not tech savvy. I'll ask my kids or my grandkids now, for help on things. So, but there's so many options now, and um, you know, if you can't, if your health restricts you from some things, you can overcome it by doing, using a different method. So, I hope you continue to, you know, do your thing and prosper.
Well, I appreciate that. It kind of, sort of detoured the funny,
Yeah,
um, but, I still am enormously I'm keep changing glasses because I wanna be able to see you better. There you are, yes. It's beautiful. You're
I had to
beautiful.
change. I changed my glasses too because I had to see you as well. So
And that makes 2 of us. Um, yeah, it's been several years now, and, I'm not real big on reality, and I think in a way that kind of helps
yeah,
because I don't accept whatever is happening, no, this and sometimes, I win and sometimes reality wins.
yeah,
My daughter is, like I said, my rock. She doesn't live with me. I live by myself with my animals, and I take care of a lot of stray animals outside. But my daughter is my rock, and when I start to whine, she said, "Mhm, mom, mhm,
yeah,
mhm."
yeah,
So I can't get away with whining. It's just hard to go back to performing.
yeah,
Um, I'm still kind of searching for the funny me because everything that changed happened so fast that I'm
yeah.
still processing.
You're,
but I miss
you
it's
it sounds like you're still funny. I mean, you can still talk and think. So, I mean, you're not done.
well, I miss the mic. I
I
miss
know
the
you can
mic.
still do it. Have think about it like this because of your sight, you can go on stage and you don't have to worry about I don't know if you ever had this issue, but stage fright or any nervousness, you can just go out and say fuck it and you it's fine. You just tell your jokes, you don't have to worry about it.
You know, you got something there. I can't I can't see
Fine.
all of the I can't see all the older women in
Oh,
the audience who get mad at me. What the fuck? She's betraying us. You're
oh,
supposed to grow old gracefully. Look at her. She's embarrassing us. And I can't see that, but
that's
I miss
great.
that. Sometimes I would see a couple, in the crowd, and the husband would be laughing hysterically, and the wife would be sitting there like this. Don't laugh at that bitch."
That's a good
So,
performance
yeah,
then.
that's a very good thought. Yes, yes. So tell me more about you. Even though I know you're interviewing me, tell me about
I'm in Alaska. I'm in Juneau, and we're about to get cruise ships in, so it'll be tourists. And let's see, it's pretty boring here. It's one of the reasons I do the podcast because it's a way to it's a fun hobby and get to talk to people. And yeah, just I work and not I'm a grandpa twice, so just pretty much that's just my life right now. And
are you a
being married.
doting grand are you a doting, uh, grandfather? Because I'm not a doting grandmother. I'm really not. So are you a
When
doting
you say doting, what do you mean by doting? Like,
do you, like, pull the pictures out the minute
yeah,
you're with somebody? You're
I'm
doting.
about like that. My wife and I, if I'm at work, I'm like, and I know my granddaughter's coming over. I'll be like, is she there yet? And my wife's like, yeah. And then she'll take a picture of whatever
Right.
my granddaughter's doing, and then we constantly talk about every little thing she does, how what she said,
You're
big
definitely
time.
doting.
I love it. Yeah.
When, I one of the things that, I, would tell a crowd once in a while is that, I tried to be a good grandmother, I really did, um, except what happened was I was playing Scrabble with a couple of my grandkids, and I'm sorry, cunt is a word. So I'm not able to really babysit or play games. Like
Yeah.
I said, you may have to edit this.
It's fine. You don't have to
That's
worry.
that's your call. Well, just, ch check about the use of that word with Ricky Gervais. He'll approve.
Yeah.
One time an MC introduced me at a show that this woman says "cunt" more than Ricky Gervais.
Oh, I have yeah, I noticed that with women, my female friends will love that you say that. And then I learned about how it's a different word in Europe, especially like Ireland and England and Scotland, like in Australia. They use it differently.
Well, I don't think it's nearly as bad a word as assassination,
Right.
attempt, or even
I
gun.
saw that.
But I told you, that's the world that I live in.
Did you saw what happened the other day? on the news?
at at the dinner.
Yeah, well, that's pretty wild because the most important thing to get out of it is how it just looked like a staged event. I'm not saying anything because I don't want anybody knocking on my door, but the appearance of the event
No,
looks
anyway,
ridiculous.
because of cunt. So don't worry about it.
It just,
So
it's
what
just come on. I mean, the guy, what, 2 years ago, he faked that shit 2 years ago when they were. What happened to the guy who did the first time? We don't hear about him. Trump is a
no,
Trump is a pawn.
he's history. He's
He's
history.
just
I I
yeah.
go back and forth, Sean. If it's staged, and I go back and forth because if it's staged, an awful lot of people are in on it, and Cole, the accused, the shooter, the assassin, would be assassin, Cole, if it's staged, his life is going to go the same way as Epstein's so-called suicide.
I think
That's the way I feel that.
you know what
Yeah,
he reminds me of the same thing during the JFK assassination with what's his name? Who was the patsy? I forgot his name. Oswald. It reminds
oh,
me
yeah,
of that.
Lee Harvey Oswald. But
I
how
mean,
did they? I mean, they got President Kennedy in a moving car.
right,
Now,
right,
okay, look, I guess we have to do another podcast to discuss this
right.
further
I
because
know. There's so much.
the people that we didn't lose with touch, we've now lost with our political
Right.
discussion.
I mean,
Well,
it's
most
sad.
of all,
I hate that. That's one of the things I hate the most about our current state of, the country is that it's so political and divided that you can't you have to be weary. Like you don't know, I mean, you don't even know your family members or, we during Charlie Kirk, my wife was like really upset because she would look on her Facebook and she didn't realize how many people, our family and friends like really supported that guy. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. Are you serious? And it's like, it's the world we live in. It's racism is a new accepted thing, and it's
it,
been remanufactured, and it's got a new
not
branding scheme.
new.
And
It's not new, honey.
I know,
I
I know.
uh, I have the death threats to
Yeah.
prove it. It's not new. I marched. Oh yes, I had eggs thrown at me and truly death threats because I supported, back in '71, the first African American to run for mayor of Philadelphia, the late Honorable Hardy Williams. Hardy didn't win, but we made progress. And I actually had death threats and a cross burned uh, on our lawn. It's
Wow.
unfortunately it's alive and well. Uh, Sometimes I feel that we'll never ever reach the point where you're okay and I'm okay. But
Right.
uh, when I close my show, I tell uh, the crowd that and this is pretty much my philosophy about a lot of things, but I tell the crowd whatever number of years I am at that point, and I tell them I haven't learned anything. I really haven't, uh, except two things I've learned, and I'll share them with you. Uh, the first is never know your place. Wherever you are, whoever you are, that's your place. Own it, If they don't make room for you, bring a fucking folding chair. And the other
Yeah.
thing, if somebody tells you to act your age,
Right.
tell them to go fuck themselves.
Right. Yeah. I, yeah, I get that. Like, I get that.
You get it.
Um,
You get it there in Alaska,
yeah. I
right?
mean, yeah, you just kind of be yourself, don't try to never lose your integrity and lose yourself, try to always be yourself and to be honest and truthful.
And how dare we pass judgment on another human for the way that human looks? How dare we?
Right. Right.
But that's for another show. We'll have to do this. Hopefully, we have to tell them for. Oh, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
people, some people really love me, and I told them about the podcast, and they want
Oh,
to subscribe. So what should they do? Ben, this is your clue.
Okay.
Ben has fallen
I
asleep. He's
I
used to
think
my leg.
I think
What?
I think what you can do is if you go to the YouTube channel, I think there's a subscription option. You
Okay.
just type in conversation. You type in conversation, and I believe the show should pop up, and then you can go to it and subscribe. I believe.
Okay, then, excuse excuse me. Wait, I take a drink of my Gatorade.
All
Maybe we
right.
can get some money for me
Right.
plugging Gatorade. Look, Gatorade people.
Milk it.
Look, I'm 94 and a half, and I eat nothing and drink nothing but Gatorade.
Nice. Use that moment.
I wanted to ask you, like, can I if we subscribe, can I put this nonsense up on my page in Facebook?
Yeah, I think you can. I think you should be able to link it to your Facebook. You should be
Well,
able to.
Ben, come back, Ben.
Or
My girl
or
say
It's
yes,
it's
yes.
it's not my show,
I,
but yes, we can do it.
I'll send a link. I'll put a link. I'll send a link to you, probably on your messenger, and then I think you can use it from there.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
So, like, if whoever helps you, they can see that, and then they can, I think, copy and paste it to your.
Ben is my attached guru. I mean,
Yeah.
I am a diva. I am not a techie. The last time we did not have an X-rated show, but this time we do. Right, Ben?
You said cunt like 4 times.
I Ben is, like, real quiet, and he
Yeah.
just said, "You said cunt 4 times."
I mean, you're pretty punk rock, so
Yes? It's I can't think of anything I would rather have been doing on a gloomy Monday night, even if
oh,
it were not gloomy.
is it well, we're kind of sunny here, kind of. Is it
Well,
raining?
no, no, not
Oh,
today.
okay. Okay.
No, not today. But your time, what time is it there now?
It's about to be 4 p.m., so I'm like 4 hours behind you.
Yeah, right, right. So we're going on like 8:30, whatever.
Yeah. Um,
Um, yes, what?
well, I
What?
wanted to ask,
Speak. Tell
how did you meet Milton Berle?
I went to a book signing. nothing really. I have loved him. I mean, I grew up watching the
Right.
Texaco Theater, and I have always I told you, I have, like, it's an obsession with show business, and I have always loved Milton Berle, and the picture that I sent to you of, Uncle Milty and me was a book signing here in Philadelphia where my husband, and I went, to meet him, of course. I had met him peripherally a couple of times when I saw him perform live, but the book
Nice.
signing was one-on-one, and I was so excited, and I wanted a perfect picture that was I told you what happened, and he was so patient after my husband was taking the picture, and I kept saying, "Oh, one more," because I think my eyes were closed or my hair looked and finally, Uncle Milty said, "You are a pain in the ass," and then he hugged me. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's my Milton Berles. I loved Uncle Milty.
Yeah.
So many show business heroes that we mustn't forget because
Right.
we didn't like any comic who gets out on stage, any comic who picks up a mic has to stop and say to Richard Pryor, "Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for your honesty, for your truths. Don't
Right.
get out there and bullshit."
Right.
Yeah, nothing is funnier than the truth.
Right.
So,
I it's funny you mentioned that. I would add Lenny Bruce, who
yes,
inspired Pryor and Carlin, and he's the man that every comedian. He's a comedian's comedian that every comedian yearns to be. Especially now, they always like
I
whine but he is the man, and I'm trying to
I
get
agree.
his daughter on, but she's got health
Lenny
issues,
Bruce's
so
da Lenny Bruce's daughter, is
Kitty,
that who
yeah,
you mean?
Kitty, yeah,
Uh, I I absolutely agree with you, but I would also throw in there Mom's Mabley, but Richard Pryor,
yeah,
he had, you know, the race thing that, Carlin and Lenny Bruce, and
yeah.
I was blessed to see I saw Pryor live once at the
Wow,
Schubert here in Philly, and when I tell you that when I came out of the theater, I was laughing and crying because he is so honest.
yeah,
He is so and it just truths. Everything
yeah.
that he said were truths.
About
So,
him, he talked on himself. Like he's very vulnerable. Like he would open up about all the things he did and the crazy shit he pulled and being high and
vulnerable.
crack and yeah,
You are you are so right. That's what made me laughing and crying. You are absolutely um, you want to hear a not vulnerable, not upsetting Richard Pryor joke, but it, two guys standing on a bridge and they're both comparing which one has the bigger schlong. That's Uncle Milty's work. And the two guys are peeing into the water, and the one guy says, "Oh, this water's cold." And the other guy says, "Yeah, deep too." I don't know why. I remember Pryor as part of his shtick. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
even got to use Uncle Milty's strong word. Yeah,
nice. Did you
yeah.
did you did you did you see that movie? Did you see that movie about the first opening night of SNL? on I think it's Amazon.
Well, where's my child? She's the Amazon queen.
Okay,
No.
so
What?
there's a movie about the first night of SNL, and what happened because it was it was chaos, and there's a scene where Milton Berle. There,
I did. Okay, Hallie said I saw it. Yeah.
okay.
I didn't like. What didn't I like?
Oh, he's
I
too
didn't
old.
have come around your beautiful face. Hallie just said that I got upset because I didn't like how they portrayed my Uncle Milty. In that, I remember the movie now. Yeah, you're not in it.
I liked, I
Yeah,
liked, I liked the scene because he put Chevy Chase in his place because Chevy Chase is a douchebag, and he was. It was like a pissing contest between two men, and Milton Berle was just like, "You're nothing. You're like I've been doing this forever." Because Chevy Chase was talking shit.
Somebody had to. Here's my kid. Come here. Just put your face in. There. No, Hal. Put your there. She is. You do not. Basic tenet of show business. You do not enter into a pissing contest with Uncle Milty.
Right, and that's what
Never.
Chevy Chase did. He was
Yeah.
obnoxious,
Now-
like
the movie. So I'm like, I really don't care about this movie, but I'm more of a true.
Yeah, I remember now. I didn't like the way Uncle Milty. Yes. Yeah.
but that's something that happened. Like he was supposed to be on the show, and then it didn't happen because he was like pissed off because he got insulted. I believe, and it's just it's an interesting movie because it just confirms like I'm not a big fan of Chevy Chase, and it just confirmed that it just things were a little bit different back then, and a lot more high, so a little more raw.
I was never, excuse me, I was never a Chevy Chase fan. He never rang my chimes at all.
Yeah,
But I'm probably going to lose whatever 4 viewers are
right.
lucky enough to subscribe. But I was never, I don't know, like a big Carlin fan. It just didn't
Really?
mate. No, I'm like, of course, Uncle Milty. I don't know whether Alan King, who was
Right.
great storyteller, Buddy
Right.
Hackett.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, old school. Yeah, you're talking
uh,
the elders.
there was a comic by the name of Robert Schimmel, Schimmel. Talk
No.
Google when we if
Okay.
we ever decided to stop talking, which I hope we
Okay.
don't. Google Robert Schimmel. Talk about taking your pain
Yeah.
and turning it into humor. Robert Schimmel walks with me. Richard Pryor, they walk on stage with me. They were fearless, just fearless. There was just something a little bit commercial for me with Carlin. The same thing like I feel with like Seinfeld.
I can't stand that guy. He's so fake.
Yeah, lucky fuck.
He
The
is.
CEO
You know what?
lucky fucks.
You know what? He's the luckiest ever because I've never heard of a celebrity whose show was funnier than the star. Like he sucks. Like he's not funny at all. And everybody in that every cast member was funnier and their character was funnier. Was funny. He wasn't funny. He's like a dry like piece of like white turd toast. He's just nothing. He should return all the money he's ever made and give it to everybody else. Larry and the racist guy who played his friend neighbor and George and everybody and Dreyfus. Give him all the money. He doesn't deserve it. He's just like I don't know why he's envying the same. He just even though he's clean, he's a douche. Like it's like, so what if you're clean? Wow, but you're not funny though. Like, wow, you're clean. You have
sometimes,
nothing to say.
sometimes clean can be funny. It's
I
okay.
know
You
if
can
you're
be
funny.
don't get crazy. You don't have
No,
to
I
just
like
say
that,
fuck,
but
fuck.
right, I get it, but you have to have something to it though. Like there's a lot of comedians that've been around that don't curse or anything, but they have an interesting shtick. They have an interesting bit, and it's like Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright, he hardly never curses, but he uses his brain.
I, I totally, I totally agree. When our documentary that I had talked about earlier, still standing, and yeah, guys, now we have 5 people watching, or maybe we now have 3 because we lost a Seinfeld fan.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when our documentary when our documentary was up and running and we had, a lot of, and then there were comments from all over the country. And one person said, Seinfeld should interview her, meaning me, because she would get laughs. And
Right.
he never
Right.
does. Because you know how he used to interview people in cars.
I mean,
He would do an
he
interview.
he's gross on top of like his whole thing with he he dated like a high schooler when he was 30. He's just he's just a racist Zionist, like he's just all pro Israel, and he's just cruel, and so it's just gross. And but he just in general, I've never been a fan. I thought his show was funny because of like Jerry Stiller and the lady who plays the mom, and his parents, the actors who play his parents. Literally, I swear to God, the guests that come on, everybody, I swear to God, bit parts, every damn person, and it's like him. He should have just like left and had Larry David play him. Larry David's funnier than him.
I loved Stiller and Mira. Jerry Stiller and Elaine Mira. Oh my God, I love
Classic.
them. Yes,
Jerry Stiller. I love
yeah.
him. Like he's probably one of my favorite comedians with the boisterous like what and he's not even like that. He was funny on Kings of Con or not King, Kings of Queens. He was like he was funniest person on that show, and I just
Good
it's
humor.
sad,
Yeah.
but he passed
Well,
away. But
yeah. Good guy. Very, very, very good guy. As I said, there are a handful of comics that the rest of the comic world owe their lives to. They went out
right.
there and they really did it for us. And we should honor and we should never forget them, because if it weren't for them, we would not be able to do
So
what we do today.
I think comedy has become it's become so political and hack, with like a lot of the manosphere comedians like Joe Rogan and the Austin scene, and um so now there's like a lot of newer comedians, the younger ones, and it's interesting. You'll see like there's a couple comedians. One of them is on SNL. I forgot. Oh, I can't remember her name offhand, but she's really funny. She's a really outspoken, kind of gross comedian. And then there's another comedian, and I'm really bad because I smoke too much pot. But there's a lot of new comedians who are intelligent. They have like a interesting thing to talk about. And it's like these older guys are just like, oh, I'm going to be offensive and say the worst thing without even, it's just, I don't care what you, it's like how you say it. And it's like, now it's just, I'm going to tell fart jokes and then I'm going to make fun of like trans people and I'm going to say the N word because I can. And, it's just
Oh,
like this ongoing childish bullshit. And it's like,
not
they
on
think they're all Lenny Bruce.
not, not on my watch.
It's
Not on
stupid.
my watch. Yeah,
Right.
not on no. You no. Another a comic friend of mine, Dan Mahan, until the pandemic and then until life decided to detour me, we did a monthly show at a club in South Philadelphia, Ray's Happy Birthday Bar. And there were no there was absolutely no restriction except you can't walk into my home or any place where I physically am and uh, uh, express hate. Uh,
Yeah.
that's not that kind of hate. I in my early days, I did a show at a club, and young kid was next to me, waiting for me to go up, and then he was going to go on. And he said, I'm going to be so funny. I'm going to be so funny. I
He
said,
just tells you.
I wish you well. He said, I said, I wish you well. I hope you're really funny. And he said, I've seen you. You're funny, but I'm going to be funnier because I'm going to use the N word. And
He
I
said
said, how
that?
do you use the N word? He said to me, I said, you use the N word. I'm going to push your fucking face right into the wall.
Right. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're
like,
all over the
wow.
place.
Like, you're
They're
really
all
deep
over.
comic. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's like you're really deep. You're going for the most, like, easiest, most offensive. You're just trying to make people offended, but you're not trying to make anybody, like, have a good time and laugh. Like, you want to make people uncomfortable. And, I mean, it's like, wow, like, the most white dude thing you could do is to be a racist piece of shit. Like, wow, man, you're really going for it. You're really reaching. You're really
Oh,
using all cylinders there. Wow. And then what's really funny is now, because of
listen,
like technology, people that there's consequences for your dumb shit. And then you'll become the N-word guy. You'll be another racist comic. And it's like they want to be like Don Rickles. They think they're Lenny Bruce. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
right. Yeah, yeah. Don Rickles was wonderful. Don Rickles was wonderful, and he said all the things
Right.
that people would think, but he was too much a comic to cross that stupid line. I always just say, get a life. Just shut your
Right.
mouth and go. It's like the fuckbook trolls who say
Right.
something
Yeah.
because their parents hated them and they're
Right.
50 years old living in the basement. So
Right.
they're
Right.
trolls. Come
Right.
on.
But that's where,
Well, I
and
think
that's,
you and I have got something going here. So we'll do this again like next Monday,
if you want, we can.
right?
We could do stuff. You know what? Seriously,
What?
if you have the time and whatever, if you want to do like a live stream too, and we just and we could do that too. It's up to you, but I'm open for it. If you want to just do a shoot the shit show and talk and live, that's cool. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
I don't know even what is live stream peeing on the
No,
yeah
It's camera.
peeing on camera. Then
being on camera, golden showers. No, it's where we're live. Oh, you're busting my balls. Okay.
no, he says that with great love, with
Always.
with great love. Yes, yes. Like I said, he's not only my computer guru, but he gets me. He knows. He didn't know me before life decided to give me all these detours. But
Yeah.
he knows um, that the last few years, this piece of shit called Alice anxiety has come
Yeah.
to live in my body. I, I,
Oh,
I was always free to fuck it. Whatever was
yeah.
going wrong, don't worry about it, fuck it. And then knowing how I am, he's the greatest. He just deals with my anxieties and calms me down, and he hasn't yet had to make a house call in the middle of the night because my computer broke. But it could happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do something.
Okay, do you have to go?
No, I don't have to go.
Oh, okay. All right. Um, what
Yeah.
who tell me, like, what else you got? Like, what other, cuz I'll look at your Facebook and you'll throw up like pictures of people and it's like, "Are you serious?" Um, so like who else can you name drop anybody else? You got any other
Oh yeah.
juicy stories?
I was watching. I can. We have to do another show on my name dropping. Actually, Alan King, one of the
Right.
comics that I said I liked.
He's
He was one
he's
of the
still
world's
alive, I think.
greatest. No, no, I
He is it?
wish, but he's not.
Oh,
He was one of the great storytellers. He actually has a book autographed called Name Dropping, and it's
nice.
funny that you should ask me because my husband, who indulged my obsession,
Yeah,
and I took me to see Alan King in Atlantic City, and I had bought his book, Name Dropping, and
nice.
I wanted him to autograph it. And towards the end of the show, I started holding his book up in the air like
Nice.
this. He was, and he walked over in the middle of the show and he took the book, asked me my name, and he autographed it. And he gave me a hug and he said, "So you're the one who bought it."
Nice. I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
we can. Yeah, I've been fortunate that I've never had one of my idols be unkind to me, and I
That's good.
certainly pushed the envelope. Uh,
That's
uh,
good. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you never had to have that moment because it seems like right now, we live in the bad moment era where like all your favorite people, you just learn all the crap about them, and then you have to battle with like, I don't know what to do. You find out something bad. Like, did you hear about Cesar Chavez and what happened, what he did recently?
what what what?
One of,
What?
Cesar Chavez, the farmers' rights. So
Yes, yes, I
it
know who
came,
he is. Yes, what miss?
it
Because
came
I'm in
out that
his.
a
What?
couple women that had worked with him, had he essayed them supposedly, and it's, and they felt pressure not to say anything because they didn't want to affect the cause. But I almost feel like sometimes never meet your heroes because sometimes you just might find something out you don't want to know. And
This is
yeah,
this is
so
true. Um, uh, I, like I said, being a pushy broad, and we can talk about that in one of our new. What are we going to do?
I like that name.
We're
Yeah.
going to stream,
I like that
but
name.
I can tell you about Al Pacino,
Yeah.
and I can tell you about Carol Channing, and
Wait,
yeah, when we
did you do any cocaine with Al Pacino? He's a notorious cocaine person.
He never asked.
He was
Those eyes.
he
Those eyes. Oh my fucking God.
yeah.
Al Pacino's eyes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, and you could tell when he talks, it's just like after a while, it's like it's funny when he acts like he doesn't like use accents at all. It's all Al Pacino, but it works. But he's always been so aggressive. So when you hear it's like that makes sense that he would like bump a couple lines and go do your thing because he's so hey, like I love it. I love it.
I never know. I can just hear him saying "ooh ah" because I saw
Oh,
Senator
yeah,
8 times.
right.
Ooh ah.
Yeah.
I lo and Dog Day Afternoon. Yeah, Pacino rules. I
Yeah,
don't wanna hear what
he's one of the
he
greats.
he's a gift. He is a gift from the show business gods. He
He's
really is.
I mean, and he's still
It's
running around, and I think, he'll still do a movie, and, he's like 80. He's gotta
like,
be in it.
yeah,
Maybe he's
he
like
is.
in his
He is.
90s. He's in his 80s?
Nick
Okay.
Nicholson the other day just turned 88.
Right. You're
Jack
like these young
Nicholson.
kids, man. These young kids.
I agree.
These damn
All right.
kids.
Listen, we're gonna
What?
stream. We're not
Alright.
gonna not at the urinal. We're actually gonna stream. That was pathetic.
Well, it's
Alright.
internet, so kind of urinal.
I hope you edit. Are you gonna edit this?
No. No. Why would I do that? You want me to delete the good stuff? Okay.
You might want someone somewhere to watch it. That's why you would edit it.
I rate this R-rated, so no, we gotta keep it raw and real.
I'm so proud of that. I have a couple of videos that I don't know who put it there, but there's a warning before the video starts for mature language, whatever, and I'm so proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get that on our
That's
video.
I learned from when I was a kid and I listened to like rock music or especially heavy metal and they started putting stickers on. Once they started doing that, that's what like was the that's what lured me to the album. I'm like, oh, it's got a sticker. Oh, it must be a good music. It must be good music because they're telling me it's nasty. So okay, I'm gonna grab it. Cause all right, why are you hiding it? What are you trying to tell me here?
If you remember nothing from our wonderful, wonderful connection tonight, please remember to find Robert Schimmel.
Robert Schimmel. Okay.
CHIM. Yes. Yeah.
All
They
right.
talk about honesty and turning your pain and kind of putting life in perspective. Yeah, Robert Schimmel, yes. All right.
All right.
I love this.
I do too.
And
Hey.
I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you without Ben. And Ben has a
Okay.
little baby boy, 2 years
Okay.
old, takes priority
Of course.
over our stick, which
Of
I
course. Hey.
simply can't.
Natalie, I love you and I can't wait to talk to you again. You have a good night and I always appreciate you, okay?
Well, just a second. Like,
What?
what am I? The brush off here.
I'm not. You're winding down. You told me about a baby. I'm like, okay, this is a cue. I get it. I love you though.
No,
It's good.
I don't. I don't code talk. If I need to end, I'll say I'm sorry, Sean fucked, but I'm fucked. I have to go.
Sorry. I actually I actually have to go. I have an appointment,
All right,
but
I'm not gonna take it personally.
please don't.
Think uh, think about how you think we should take this comedy team of ours on the road and let me know, and
I'll send you notes. All right.
I'll pass it to my guru, and we'll
All
get
right.
something going because the
Okay.
entertainment world
Yes. Hey,
and I
I love
love you.
you. I love you much. And tell your kids I love them too. And you guys have a good night. And thank you so much for doing this.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. Mwah.
All right. Mwah. You take care.